Hello, and welcome back to English Flow, the podcast for learners who want to speak English with more confidence and joy. I'm Mark, and I'm here to help you speak English more naturally, step by step, day by day. I will be speaking slowly and clearly so you can follow me and repeat after me. Welcome to episode 4 of our 1000 Most Common English Sentences series. We're making incredible progress together. Let's quickly review your amazing journey so far. In episode 1, you mastered sentences 1 to 200. In episode 2, you practiced sentences 200, 1 to 200, 7, 400. In episode 3, you learned sentences 400, 1 to 600. That's already 600 essential English sentences. You should be proud of yourself. Today, we're moving forward with sentences 600, 1 to 800. We're getting closer to completing the full 1,000 sentences that will transform your English fluency forever. These sentences are becoming more advanced and sophisticated, but don't worry. They're still the most common expressions that native speakers use in real conversations every single day. Remember our shadowing method. You listen to each sentence, pause to repeat it exactly as I say it. Then I'll say it one more time for extra practice. This technique is building your muscle memory for natural English speech. By the time you finish this episode, you'll have learned 800 of the most important English sentences. You're 80% of the way to mastering the essential foundation of English conversation. Are you ready to continue this incredible journey? Let's dive into sentences 601 to 800. Here we go. Have you ever been to Asia? Have you ever been to Asia? Only to Thailand once. Only to Thailand once. How was that experience? How was that experience? Life-changing in many ways. Life-changing in many ways. What impressed you most? What impressed you most? The kindness of the people. The kindness of the people. And the beautiful temples. And the beautiful temples. I'd love to see those. I'd love to see those. The architecture is stunning. The architecture is stunning. Everything is so detailed. Everything is so detailed. How long were you there? How long were you there? Just 2 weeks, unfortunately. Just 2 weeks, unfortunately. That's still a good amount of time. That's still a good amount of time. I could have stayed longer. I could have stayed longer. Maybe you'll go back someday. Maybe you'll go back someday. That's definitely the plan. That's definitely the plan. Travel opens your mind. Travel opens your mind. It changes your perspective. It changes your perspective on life and other cultures. On life and other cultures. It makes you more tolerant. It makes you more tolerant and appreciative of differences. And appreciative of differences. I think everyone should travel. I think everyone should travel. Not everyone can afford it. Not everyone can afford it. That's unfortunately true. That's unfortunately true. But there are budget options. But there are budget options. Hostels and cheap flights. Hostels and cheap flights. Local transportation. Local transportation. Street food instead of restaurants. Street food instead of restaurants. You can travel on any budget. You can travel on any budget. It just requires more planning. It just requires more planning. And flexibility. And flexibility. Some of my best trips were cheap ones. Some of my best trips were cheap ones. The experiences matter most. The experiences matter most. Not how much you spend. Not how much you spend. Exactly my philosophy. Exactly my philosophy. What's the most you've ever spent on a trip? What's the most you've ever spent on a trip? Probably my honeymoon. Probably my honeymoon. I didn't know you were married. I didn't know you were married. I'm divorced now. I'm divorced now. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay, it was amicable. It's okay, it was amicable. That's good at least. That's good at least. We're still friends. We're still friends. That's mature of both of you. That's mature of both of you. How long were you married? How long were you married? About 5 years? About 5 years? Any children together? Any children together? No, we weren't ready. No, we weren't ready. Do you want kids someday? Do you want kids someday? I'm not sure anymore. I'm not sure anymore. There's still time to decide. There's still time to decide. What about you? What about you? I definitely want children. I definitely want children. How many? How many? 2 or 3? 2 or 3? That's a good number. That's a good number. Not too overwhelming. Not too overwhelming. But not lonely either. But not lonely either. I was an only child. I was an only child. Did you like that? Did you like that? Sometimes, but it was lonely. Sometimes, but it was lonely. I always wanted siblings. I always wanted siblings to share experiences with. To share experiences with. And have built-in friends. And have built-in friends. Though siblings can fight too. Though siblings can fight too. That's true. That's true. But they usually reconcile. But they usually reconcile. Family bonds are strong. Family bonds are strong. Most of the time. Most of the time. Are you close with your parents? Are you close with your parents? Very close with my mom. Very close with my mom. Less so with my dad. Less so with my dad. Why is that? Why is that? He was always working. He was always working. Never had time for us. Never had time for us. That must have been hard. That must have been hard. I understand now that he was providing. I understand now that he was providing. But emotional presence matters too. But emotional presence matters too. Kids need both parents involved. Kids need both parents involved. I'll be different with my children. I'll be different with my children. That's a common promise. That's a common promise. And usually kept. And usually kept. We learn from our parents' mistakes. We learn from our parents' mistakes and hopefully improve. And hopefully improve. Each generation gets better. Each generation gets better. In some ways. In some ways. What ways do you think? What ways do you think? Communication is more open now. Communication is more open now. Mental health is less stigmatized. Mental health is less stigmatized. People talk about feelings more. People talk about feelings more. That's definitely progress. That's definitely progress. Though social media creates new problems. Though social media creates new problems. Like comparison and validation seeking. Like comparison and validation seeking. Everyone's life looks perfect online. Everyone's life looks perfect online. But it's just highlight reels. But it's just highlight reels. Not the full picture. Not the full picture. That's important to remember. That's important to remember. Especially for young people. Especially for young people. They're growing up with this, They're growing up with this, It must be confusing. It must be confusing. Constant pressure to look perfect. Constant pressure to look perfect. And be successful. And be successful. At such young ages. At such young ages. I'm glad I grew up before smartphones. I'm glad I grew up before smartphones. We had more genuine connections. We had more genuine connections. Face-to-face conversations. Face-to-face conversations. Playing outside until dark. Playing outside until dark. Those were simpler times. Those were simpler times. But technology has benefits too. But technology has benefits too. Like staying connected with distant friends. Like staying connected with distant friends. And access to information. And access to information. Learning opportunities. Learning opportunities. The key is balance. The key is balance. Using technology wisely. Using technology wisely. Not letting it control us. Not letting it control us. That's easier said than done. That's easier said than done. Especially with how addictive it is. Especially with how addictive it is. The notifications are designed that way. The notifications are designed that way. To keep us engaged. To keep us engaged. I try to turn them off. I try to turn them off. That's a good strategy. That's a good strategy. Do you use social media much? Do you use social media much? Less than I used to. Less than I used to. What made you cut back? What made you cut back? It was affecting my mood. It was affecting my mood. Too much negativity. Too much negativity. And political arguments. And political arguments. I understand that completely. I understand that completely. Now I use it mainly for family updates. Now I use it mainly for family updates. That's a healthier approach. That's a healthier approach. Quality over quantity. Quality over quantity. In social media and life? In social media and life? What's your philosophy on life? What's your philosophy on life? Treat others with kindness. Treat others with kindness. Live in the present moment. Live in the present moment. Don't worry about things you can't control. Don't worry about things you can't control. Those are wise principles. Those are wise principles. What about yours? What about yours? Be authentic. Be authentic. Follow your passions. Follow your passions. Make meaningful connections. Make meaningful connections. Those are beautiful too. Those are beautiful too. Do you think you live by those? Do you think you live by those? I try my best. I try my best. Some days are better than others. Some days are better than others. That's human nature. That's human nature. We're all works in progress. We're all works in progress. Constantly learning and growing. Constantly learning and growing. That's what makes life interesting. That's what makes life interesting. The journey of self-discovery. The journey of self-discovery. And connecting with others. And connecting with others. Building relationships. Building relationships. Creating memories. Creating memories. What's your favorite memory? What's your favorite memory? My graduation day. My graduation day. What made it special? What made it special? My whole family was there. My whole family was there. So proud and supportive. So proud and supportive. That sounds wonderful. That sounds wonderful. What did you study? What did you study? Psychology initially. Psychology initially. Then switched to business. Then switched to business. What caused the change? What caused the change? Better job prospects. Better job prospects. Do you regret the switch? Do you regret the switch? Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I wonder. Psychology was more interesting. Psychology was more interesting. But business is more practical. But business is more practical. You could still use psychology. You could still use psychology. In business settings. In business settings. Understanding people is valuable. Understanding people is valuable. In any profession. In any profession. That's a good point. That's a good point. Maybe I'll take some courses. Maybe I'll take some courses. Just for personal interest. Just for personal interest. Learning should never stop. Learning should never stop. That's my belief too. That's my belief too. What would you like to learn? What would you like to learn? A new language, maybe. A new language, maybe. Which one interests you? Which one interests you? French sounds romantic. French sounds romantic. It's supposed to be difficult. It's supposed to be difficult. But beautiful when spoken. But beautiful when spoken. I took some in high school. I took some in high school. Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it? The grammar was challenging. The grammar was challenging. But I liked the pronunciation. But I liked the pronunciation. Maybe we could practice together. Maybe we could practice together. That would be fun. That would be fun. We could watch French movies. We could watch French movies. With subtitles at first. With subtitles at first. Then gradually without them. Then gradually without them. That's how I learned English. That's how I learned English. Through movies and TV shows. Through movies and TV shows. Immersion is the best method. Immersion is the best method. Even artificial immersion helps. Even artificial immersion helps. Better than just textbooks. Better than just textbooks. Language is meant to be spoken. Language is meant to be spoken, not just studied. Not just studied. Outstanding work, everyone! You've just completed episode 4 of our 1000 Most Common English Sentences series. You've now mastered another 200 essential sentences that native speakers use in their daily conversations. That's 800 common English sentences total. You're now 80% complete with this life-changing series. You should feel incredibly proud of your dedication and commitment. These sentences are already transforming how you understand and speak English. You're building a solid foundation that will serve you for the rest of your English learning journey. We have just one more episode to go. Episode 5 will complete our series with the final 200 sentences, numbers 801 to 1000. Once you finish that episode, you'll have the complete collection of the most important English sentences ever compiled. Keep practicing these sentences in your daily life. Use them in conversations, think with them. Make them part of your English identity. The more you use them, the more automatic and natural they become. If this episode helped you improve your English, please hit that like button and subscribe to English Flow. Your support helps us create more content to help English learners around the world. Leave a comment and tell me, how do you feel about reaching 800 sentences? Are you noticing improvements in your English confidence? I love hearing about your progress. Thank you for your commitment to excellence. You're not just learning English. You're transforming your ability to communicate and connect with the world. I'll see you very soon in episode 5 for the final 200 sentences. Get ready to complete this amazing journey and become truly fluent in the most common English expressions. Until then, keep practicing, keep believing in yourself, and keep flowing with English. Bye for now.